Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I have kind of a fun and different video for you guys. As you are watching this, I am on my way to the mountains to go camping with my boys, and I had thought about doing a video showing what I was gonna pack, and then thought, well, it's pretty simple, I'm not gonna do it. And then I had some requests from people to film because they wanted to see what I'm taking with me. And so I do have a video, I think I posted last year, on what I was taking to women's retreats. So I will link that down below so you can kind of see what I took there, because it is a little bit different than when I took camping, and so you can kind of see, you know, what I like to take in variety and things like that. So everything I am taking is packed in this little tote bag from Illustrated Faith and Dayspring. This was sent to me for review and I love it. I use it all the time, and it's nice because it's this oilcloth material, and so it's not gonna get dirty, especially for camping. I don't have to worry about it. And so one unique thing about this trip is that I will be Bible journaling with my boys, and so I packed with that in mind. So it's not just things I want to use, but things that the boys are going to want to use also. And so that's why it's going to look probably a little bit different than what you would pack in your bag. And to kind of, I don't know, when I was planning, I was trying to think of very minimal things, not taking my entire office, and trying to kind of streamline things. So let me kind of show you what all comes in this bag. I do believe this bag is still available. If not from Dayspring, I'm pretty sure that Lori from By the Well for God has them. So it does unzip on either side. If you've not seen my review of this bag, I will link that down below, and can lay open so it's easier to tuck things in. I probably will kind of rearrange things to get it to fit better, but this is everything packed in here, and I don't really have anything outside of the bag. So of course I've got my journaling Bible. The boys will each bring their journaling Bibles in their own package. I can't fit 3 Bibles in here, so that's not gonna work, but I am gonna take my journaling Bible, of course. And then I decided to stick to really one medium. I actually brought 2, but instead of bringing my watercolors, I'm deciding to bring my Neocolor 2 crayons. Lori's been so generous. She's been sending me crayons to match the kits, and so I have quite the collection going now. And so these I can use as watercolor, but then I can also use them dry. I can use them for the ink smushing technique on plastic, all kinds of things. I will link the video down below. I did a Tip Tuesday all about these, and so I think these are gonna be the best kind of space-saving solution rather than bringing watercolors and inks and acrylic paints and all that. I decided just to stick with these, and you can see I haven't counted them all, but I have a bunch of colors in this little 4x6 iris case. I get these from Michael's, but I believe that there's some on Amazon, so I will link all that down below. Everything I talk about will be linked down below as long as it's still available. So I'm bringing that, and then these are also a great thing for my kids to use, and so they're easy for them to just color in something really quick or take a wet paintbrush to and paint with. We can all be kind of sharing them and not just sharing one watercolor palette, and so that is why I decided to go with these. I did stick in the color matching swatches for the kit that I'm going to be working through, so I kind of know what colors to pull out of here, and then have all of them if I want to do other stuff too. So I'm taking those. The other medium I'm taking is big brush markers, and I have them in this really cute little pouch from Marine Parents. Tanya Hamilton, Messy Bible, sent this to me as a gift, and I love, love, love it. And I have 9 big brush markers in here. You could very easily fit, you know, several more in there, and so I'm just taking big brush, and I'm only taking colors that match the kit that I'm going to be working in. So instead of trying to take all of them, I decided to only work in one kit over the next 3 days. So I have all of those markers in there, and then also I know these are the ones that go with the kit. I don't have to root through and try to figure out what colors match. All I'm bringing are the ones that match, and it just so happens that the kit, so let's talk about that. The kit that I'm taking is kind of naturey colors anyways, and so if my kids want to just journal something separate from the kit, they're all kind of nature colors that I have with me anyways. So I'm taking the Clouds of Witnesses kit. This was available for pre-sale through the weekend. As of today, it might not be for pre-sale any longer, but it will be for sale, and I will link it down below for you guys. I have an unboxing on my channel to show you, and I am kind of behind in a lot of projects, and I could take all of it and try to get caught up, but I'm just gonna try to stay to just one kit. only working one kit. We're only going to be gone 3 days, so I'm just going to kind of focus in on one kit. And with the supplies that I'm bringing, if I want to journal just a random verse, like my verse of the day or something like that, I've got plenty of supplies that I can still do that separate from the kit. So I'm going to take everything, and one nice thing about her kits is they come in a drawstring pouch, so everything fits in the pouch nice. I don't have to try to stick it in different pockets in this bag. So I've got everything that comes in the kit and then some extra little goodies. So I put my die cuts in a little jewelry Ziploc baggie so they're all together. And then the paint comes with the kit. There are some stickers that come with the kit, the devotional that comes with the kit. And then I threw in some extra things. So I threw in some Tim Holt label letters to go with that. I stuck in my color swatches. I have these on a blog post. I will link it down below. And so I know what colors of the products I'm taking match the kit, so that's easy to pull out. These are already in the kit. And then she had some extra alpha stickers that you could purchase to go with the kit, so I'm going to stick those in. So I have plenty of alphas. And again, they are all kind of vintage nature colors, and so these can be used for a variety of entries outside of just that devotional. So there's plenty of stickers for me and the boys to use as we journal over the next few days. So there's that. These stickers come with the kit. These clear stickers come with the kit, and then you've got the devotional. So all of that will fit in that little pouch, and it's all together and easy to just pull out and work through. I did look through the devotional, and I will say this is going to be a really good one to do with your kids. If you've been looking for one to work through with your kids, I think this would be a great one. And it's pretty gender neutral, which I absolutely love. Of course, my kids loved the pink llama one just because they were llamas, but I do love that this one is gender neutral, and so I'm excited that we can spend some time each day going through this devotional together and then journaling it. So there's all that. And then this is a pouch that I sewed and made, and then this one's got all of my pens. So I've got a variety of pens. I've got the scrapbook.com pen. This one can write over slick surfaces. It's great for writing over like the Neo Color 2 crayons if I get too heavy-handed or something like that. It's just kind of an all-purpose pen. This one does kind of have a tendency to bleed through the Bible page if you're not careful. So I'm not just bringing that one. I am bringing a Tombow Feud calligraphy pen. This is a pen I use pretty often in my videos. It's got like a flexible nib for brush lettering, and then a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen in a small tip. I like to outline stickers and things like that with this one, or fill in if my stamping wasn't perfect. I can fill in with this. And then I also have a white gel pen in case I want to add any highlighting or something like that. I can do that with that. And then a mechanical pencil, so I don't have to bring a sharpener. It's all good to go. I have a pair of scissors if I want to cut out any stamped images. I guess I need to stick some cardstock in there, but I have scissors for, you know, anything that I might need to cut out. Dry adhesive, so I'm not fussing with glues and things like that. Super quick and easy. A big jumbo eraser, so if I want to just kind of go on my own and sketch something out and paint it in, then I can erase my pencil lines. And then a date stamp. And then this is another Tombow Feud pen, and this is a more flexible tip. So I like to buy the package that comes with a soft and more firm tip. So I've got all of those in this bag here. And actually, I probably should stick in like a couple of each of them so my boys have one, two, so we're not fighting over them. And there you can see there's plenty of room in this baggie to do that. So there is everything that's on the inside there. And then over here, I've got a piece of plastic trash. I know that sounds ridiculous, but this is for ink smushing. So if I want to color the Neo Color 2 crayons on here, get it wet, and then smush a background down, I can do that with a piece of plastic. And then everything that's in here, this is a pouch that comes with this case here, and it is plastic. And so I put anything in here that might explode or be wet or something like that. We are heading up into the mountains, so I'm not quite sure, you know, just in case something wants to explode. So I've got 2 different sizes of water brushes, and so these, you can put water in the barrels of them, so I'm not having to fuss with a cup of water and a paintbrush. They're just ready to go. So I've got those, and I'll probably stick in a few extra for the boys so we're not fighting over things. I stuck a mini mister in here. This one I need to clean out because it's got perfect pearls in there, but instead of taking my big distress sprayer, I'm just gonna take one of these mini misters. I can very easily refill it and use this to activate the Neo Color 2s, use it to spray them and do ink smushing and that kind of thing. And it's just a little bit smaller and more travel friendly. I'm taking VersaFine Onyx Black ink. This is a permanent waterproof ink. It does bleed through, but it's waterproof. So I can use all my markers and things like that and not worry about it moving. I did add a piece of washi just to make sure that it doesn't open up while traveling and dry out. So I've got plenty of room in there. I can add in a couple extra water brushes for the boys. And then I stuck a Bible mat in there. I'll also stick a couple pieces of just plain white cardstock that they can use or we can stamp on and cut things out of. I just didn't get that in there yet. Okay, on the outside. Now I have a lot of stamps, which probably seems really excessive, but my boys love to stamp. That's their favorite thing to do in their Bible journaling, and so I brought a variety of stamps. So I've got the bonus ones that you could pick up from By the Well for God to go along with the kit. And so these kind of coordinate with that. And then the hot air balloons. So there's all those new ones. The texture stamp was released last month and it should still be available. I'll link it down below. I just thought this would be a good one to add some textures to pages, kind of neutral. And then I also stuck in the Illustrated Faith Elements stamp for the textures and maybe a journaling spot and things like that. So there's that. Of course the bugs, because we're going camping and I know my boys are gonna wanna use these and we're gonna be out in nature and I'm not tired of these. I'm obsessing, if you've not noticed, with my Instagram and my last videos, so I am taking these. I decided to go ahead and throw in some alpha stamps. These also are from By the Well for God, her newest release that you could get as part of the pre-sale with the devotional kit, and then they will be available for sale on their own after that. And that way we're not just using alpha stickers, we can use these over and over and over again and not worry about taking 50 sheets of alpha stickers. So there's a couple different fonts that are fairly good, decent size for fitting things in your margin. And with the big brush markers, I can ink these up with big brush markers and have a variety of colors. So I don't just have to stamp with the black ink pad, I can stamp with the big brush markers. And then I pulled out some extra ones in my stash. Now, some of these are not available any longer. They are old Illustrated Faith stamps, but I was trying to find things that the boys might want to use while we're out camping. So this one here, The Adventure Awaits, was from like 2 years ago, Illustrated Faith, and it's got mountains and trees. This one I don't think you can find anywhere else, so sorry about that, but I just thought that they would have fun playing with that. This one was designed by Jess Robin for Illustrated Faith, again, like 2-3 years ago, and it is filthy. It is well loved because my kids and I all love it, and so it's got some fun little sayings, but I like the bear, the bird, the owl, the deer, little hedgehog. I know it's filthy, you can't even see what it is, but that is a little hedgehog, and so these were some outdoorsy ones that they could use. This is the Praiseworthy Owls set from By the Well for God. I believe she still has these in stock, so if so, I will link it down below for you guys. My little Aiden is obsessed with owls, and so I thought he might have fun stamping with that. And then here is the God's Flock bird set. This came from the God's Flock devotional kit from By the Well for God, which I believe she still has in stock, so I will link that. And it just has some fun birds and little tree branches and things like that, and you can see they've already been using that one. It's dirty. So there's probably more stamps than I would typically take with me, but I know that's something that they enjoy using. I like to kind of draw my own things usually if I'm out and about, but this will give them something fun to play with. And then on the other side, I just have my Lawn Fawn stamp chamois. This was sent to me by a sweet subscriber. You just get this wet and you can use it to clean your stamps, so I'm not having to take baby wipes or waste paper towels and not have more trash. So this is reusable, and then I can just lay it out, let it dry, and then stick it back in here. And then I have my stamp block. And I did go through all my stamps and make sure that I found one that was big enough to fit the biggest stamp on the stamp set without being super huge. So I like this one from Ranger. It's nice and thin, and it's a really good size to hold all those different stamps. So there's a look at everything that we're taking camping, and hopefully we will get a chance to use it. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. I will have links to everything that's available down in the description box as well as over on my blog if you're interested in that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.